sick today, so I can't go full retard. I'm only going half retard today. Half retard. Da 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 da. I think that's a theme song, man. Shut this shit down, man. Oh man. Hey, Marcus Conte reporting with the flu here. So if I break out into mad coughing, I'll just try not to, like right now. I'm gonna try not to cough in your face. I'm going to try not to spoon your face, but let's talk about this. Let's talk about some stuff that's going on. Bernie Sanders, he's doing well in the polls. He's surging in Iowa, but how? It looks like just did a town hall today. I was a little concerned because the strategy is to stop Bernie, right? Stop Bernie at any cost because Bernie can win. They don't want no socialist guy giving away all the free stuff to all the people that need it. I don't want it or whatever, right? They want a corporatist guy in there, right? So what do? You have an impeachment trial. You get behind Nancy Pelosi's decision to have an impeachment leading up to the Iowa caucus, right? You have Bernie Sanders sit his ass in the wooden chair from 1 p.m. all the way to 1 a.m., 12 grueling hours a day of absolute, utter nonsense. Listening to one dumb-ass senator after another spew ridiculous nonsense. And what happens? It drains your fucking energy. Right? That's the strategy. That's how you stop Bernie. Right? Are they cheating? Is the fix in? Well, I mean, it's unprecedented. If your main candidate, it was obvious that Bernie Sanders is the only one that could win, and you hoodwink him, and you shackle him to a Senate chair for who knows how many weeks, while there's an Iowa caucus going on, that's cheating, in my view. I don't know. What do you think? So anyway, let's talk about some stuff. There's other stuff going on. I'm not gonna just talk about that. I want to open it up too. I got a hangout going here, and if you have Google, I'll drop the link in later, and I'll open up we'll open up the floor to whoever wants to jump in and chat. We'll see how that works out. If it turns into a bloodbath, I'm gonna shut it off, motherfuckers. So. Oh yeah, this is pretty cool. Check this out. Start off on a nice note, man. Look at this guy, man. So this is good community right here, right? This guy. Oh, you can't see him. There he is. See this guy, right? He's walking. He's an old man, 92-year-old grandpa, right? And he's walking through the streets of Chicago, right? He sees a street performer and he busts it out. Oh damn! Look at it. That is one sweet video right there. That is a sweet video, New York Post. Thank you very much for that, man. This shit broke it out, man. I don't catch any shit like that when I'm around the city. I get fucking homeless guys and fucking all kinds of shit. I get some good videos, but that was good. I like that one. So let's talk about coronavirus. I don't think I have it, by the way. I know you might think like Conte's dying of coronavirus because he keeps talking about it. And the more you talk about it, the more you get it. But that's really not how it works. Third U.S. case of coronavirus. Now, yesterday I reported that 90,000... Let me put this on. Are we here in the live chat here? Yeah, man. So, yesterday I reported that 90,000, the nurse, right? The controversial nurse that said 90,000 dead. She said it in Mandarin Chinese, and people are saying, "You're fucking Conte, you don't know what you're talking about. You're no fucking Chinese. You don't know what she's saying. She said infected, not dead." Listen to me. Listen to me carefully. I know a lot of Chinese people, right? They listen to it over and over again, and they're clear on what she said. Not only that, it's written across her fucking forehead. The clip in Chinese says 90,000 dead. Did I make it up? No, I'm reporting on what I see. Now you could dispute the validity of what the video showed or who the person is. I said that myself. I don't know. Nobody's there. It's communist China. There's no social media. Everything's on lockdown. Nobody knows what's going on. So when 11 million people in the city are quarantined, is it hard to believe that 90,000 died? Maybe not all in the hospital. Maybe they died in their houses. We don't know. That's the point. But when something like that comes out, it's not. Don't fake news. It's fucking fake news. It's not fake news. It's news. And whoever's reporting that clip right there. I'm not talking about Kobe. I saw that. Whoever's saying that in that clip, that the woman is saying that it's infected, 90,000 infected, as opposed to dead, is just inaccurate. Right? The woman in the clip is saying 90,000 dead. Now, even if it's 90,000 infected, is that still? I mean, if it's a deadly disease, 90,000 infected, you're happy with that? You're happy with that statistic, or you'd rather have the official statistic of 46 dead and a couple of hundred infected? You want to go along with the bullshit, or you want to go with the on the ground nurse in the field? So that's China. But look, third U.S. case of coronavirus confirmed in California. Just in time for the California caucus, California primary. California, man. California is going to decide this election. California, here I come, right back where I started from. California's never been this close up front in the primary. California's usually buried all the way in the back. Right? It's buried like in May, when nobody gives a shit anymore, when the shit is over, when they've already cheated and they've already got their contestant. But California, with 450, 500 pledged delegates, is very influential. And who's leading the fucking charge in California? Bernie Sanders. Hold on. Let me clear my throat. It's starting to break. The fever's breaking. Man. You gotta work, man. I was getting so restless. God damn, I was restless without doing this shit, man. Feel the burn. You damn right. Tony Yo in California. Chris Cannell. I got your message on Kobe. I'm going to talk about it in a second. Kobe Bryant, the great basketball star of the LA Lakers, dead. You heard? Let's talk about this for a second, though. So California is now home to the third U.S. case of the deadly coronavirus. Officials there revealed early Sunday morning, joining Chicago and Seattle, Washington area, where the first cases were announced last week. The news was announced as health officials in China said that the virus ability to spread was stronger than earlier thought. Yeah, I said that a week ago. Everybody say, it's fucking bullshit. I said it. It's like they're underestimating it. They're doing it. They're doing it again. That's what China does. No. We're perfect. Look at our Olympics. Look how perfect we are. Right? And meanwhile, look at Tibet. They just whatever. That's because, unlike SARS, the coronavirus is infectious during its 1 to 14 day incubation period. I don't know what that means. News of the California case was announced by officials with Orange County Health Care. The OC Healthcare Agency, Communicable Disease Control Division, received confirmation from the Center for Disease Control this evening that a case has tested positive for corona. The individual has now been transported to a local hospital and is in isolation in good condition. Persons the patient had close contact with are being monitored. Worldwide, an estimated 2,000 people, almost all of them in China, that can't be verified, have been sickened by the virus. It can't be verified. China lies. They put out statistics that they want you to hear. So it's here. It's here. It's in California. Let's talk about Let's talk about Kobe. Where's Kobe? Kobe, Kobe, Kobe. Kobe? Come to me, Kobe. Where's Kobe? Oh, Kobe. All right, here we go. So, Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant. I'm not much of a basketball fan, so I'm gonna. I'm not. I may sound like a idiot when I talk about this, but um, I care about Kobe Bryant because he's a great ball player. I look. I care about anybody who could rise to the top of the game. Now I shoot basketball. I shoot hoops down the block every once in a while. I go down there. I got my ball. I take my hoop when there's nobody around, and I shoot and I shoot and I shoot. And you watch like a Michael Jordan or a Kobe Bryant play the game, and you say to yourself, "Man, it's so good." Or you watch like Mike Tyson, throw a punch like from and knock the motherfucker out, right? From out of nowhere, like just boom, and the guy goes down like that. The whenever I see high art in sports, I'm always mystified. Especially for me, I was a hockey player, and you watch like a guy like at the time Wayne Gretzky, who transformed the game. So Kobe Bryant matters because he was a great player. But listen to how he died, which is unbelievable. Kobe Bryant died in California helicopter crash. Legendary NBA player Kobe Bryant has died in a California helicopter crash, reports said. He was 41. The retired LA excuse me. Ooh wee. Take some water. Excuse me. Mm. The retired Los Angeles Lakers star was traveling in his private helicopter. Ooh. He had his own heli over Calabasas. Where's that? Calabasas when a fire broke out, sending the chopper spiraling from the sky. The crash occurred around 10 a.m. local time amid foggy conditions in the hills overlooking Calabasas, with the Sikorsky S-76 chopper sparking a brush fire on impact that hampered initial rescue efforts, which confirmed the deaths of Bryant and four others aboard the craft. Here's a video. Just a distant shot. That's all we know, really. Down plane, fire engines. There's no chance of living. You fall out of the sky like that in a burning craft. You have no. You're dead. You know you're gonna die. You're going down. So there were no survivors. The cause of the crash is under investigation, according to TMZ. Authorities investigating the crash confirmed that at least 5 people were killed in the crash, but did not identify the victims by name. Here's some more photos. So these, I guess, are just lifts from the from what we just saw in the video. So smoke, fire. All right. So Bryant's wife Vanessa was not among those aboard the chopper, but his 13-year-old daughter Gianna was. Damn. 13-year-old daughter went down with the plane, according to the report. He is survived by the couple's other 3 daughters, Natalie, 17, Bianca, 3, and Capria, just born in June. Bryant, a Philadelphia native, starred for 2 decades with the LA Lakers, winning 5 championships and making 18 All-Star games before hanging up his basketball shoes following the 2016 season. The stunning death on the sweet shot guard came just hours after he toasted fellow NBA icon Laker LeBron James for passing him for the 3rd place on league's all-time scoring list. Whatever, that's statistics. So here's some photographs. Ah, my brother. Yeah, man. Transcending the game. Kobe Bryant transcended the game. And his wife. What a devastating thing to happen, man. Here he is on his plane. That's how he went out. That was probably his last moments, right? Oh, shit. This shit's going down. It's not funny, but that's, I mean, what else? Maybe you shouldn't put your shoes on the fucking... Just kidding, man. So Kobe Bryant, dead. Dead. What else are we going to look at? Oh, so let's talk about this election. I know that's what you came here for. You came here 15 minutes ago to hear about the election, right? And I'm jerking you around with all these other stupid stories. But let's listen. So this is a big endorsement, all right? This is a big endorsement for Bernie Sanders. Joe Rogan, right? Now, I talked about this the other day, and just listen.
Who are you going to vote for in the primary?
I think I'll probably vote for Bernie. Him as a human being, when I was hanging out with him, and I believe in him. I like him a lot. What Bernie stands for is a guy who, well, look, you could dig up dirt on every single human being that's ever existed if you catch them in their worst moment, and you magnify those moments, and you cut out everything else, and you only display those worst moments. That said, you can't find very many with Bernie. He's been insanely consistent his entire life. He's basically been saying the same thing, been for the same thing his whole life. And that, in and of itself, is a very powerful structure to operate from.
Damn right it is. A very powerful structure. Consistency. That's what Joe Rogan is pointing out. Consistency is a powerful structure. So that's a big endorsement. Why? Because Joe Rogan has 7.5 million subscribers. He put Bernie Sanders on the show, 11 million views. That's no joke. Elizabeth Warren wanted to get on the show. He said no. Joe Biden wanted to get on the show. He said no. Pete Buttigieg, no. I turned them all down. The only ones that got on his show were people he likes. And that was one, Bernie Sanders, and Tulsi Gabbard. So that's a big endorsement for Bernie. Right? Let's keep moving right along. Now, there's a video that I want to show you that disturbed me. And this is the video, right? So Bernie Sanders, as I said before, is getting hoodwinked, right? He's getting cheated in so many different ways you can't even count. All right, so here's Bernie Sanders at the rally today, right? After spending all that time in the Senate, getting his energy sucked, the life sucked out of him, listening to bullshit all day long. And here he is. Look, he looks tired.
With an unusual introduction. Alexandria wasn't dramatic enough.
This is not top of your game. You should be going into Iowa. You're supposed to be on fire. On fire. You can't go into a crowd warm. If you're warm, they're cold. If you're hot, they're warm. If you're on fire, they're hot. You always have to be one energy level above the crowd. And Bernie Sanders right now, quite frankly, is a little cold. He's not even warm.
Let me thank all of you.
Why? Because he's spending 12 hours a day in a controlled bullshit environment where he's not even allowed to speak. It's such a fucking setup. It's unbelievable.
For coming out today. And let me thank Michael Moore. Where's Michael? Michael here? Thank you, Michael. You know, Michael is someone
way behind, way out of his game. You see what I'm saying?
I have known for many, many years. And what Michael has done using film is kind of force issues into the public discourse that corporate media often will not do. And I thank him very much for taking on powerful special interests and forcing us to think about issues that otherwise we would not have. So Michael, thanks so much, and thanks for being part of our campaign. And I want to thank Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez.
So that's all I wanted to see. You see it all the way up to the end.
With respect and dignity, we will form a union. And you think about the women's movement, where 100 years ago women didn't have. Yes, we want to win the Democratic nomination, and with your help, we will. Yes, we will defeat the most dangerous.
It's just what I'm trying to point out. It's a very low energy performance at this stage in the game because of where he is during the day, which is the impeachment trial. Right? So we talked about that. Joe Rogan. So Bernie is surging in the polls. That's the big news. Bernie Sanders opens massive lead in Iowa. Is it true? Yeah, it's true. Senator Sanders has opened a massive lead in Iowa, according to a New York Times Siena College poll. Right? The new numbers show 25% of the Hawkeye State voters. Whatever. Let's just read the goddamn numbers. So today is Sunday, January 26th. CBS has one where they have Iowa. They have Biden 25, Sanders 26. That's bullshit because just yesterday they've got the New York Times had Sanders 25, Biden 17. So the numbers are starting to come in, but it looks like Sanders is going to just blow the real deal. Once the young people start coming out, once the millennials start hitting the street and knocking on doors and all that shit, the shit is over, man. The shit is over. Bernie Sanders has the best ground game, the most money on the ground. The problem is that he's getting the life sucked out of him. Right? The cheating has begun, right? What's next? Right? And meanwhile, while that's going on, you got Hillary Clinton kneecapping him. Right? You got next you'll have Bubba. You'll have fucking Bubba coming in. You'll have Bill Clinton coming in throwing some elbows. Right? They're fucking cheaters, right? Now next you'll see all of the hardcore Democratic spooks like that Carvel guy, fucking Gary Carvel, the bold fucking guy looks like the devil. You start seeing those characters come in with that dickbag governor from Philadelphia. Fucking, I don't even know their names anymore. See all the sleaziest characters start to come in now, kneecapping Bernie Sanders. Right? Don't insult me, or I'm gonna fucking. You're gonna get blocked. I'm not gonna block you. I'm gonna time you out and make you sit there while I insult you, you fucking moron. So Iowa, Democratic Presidential Caucus. They have CBS has it even, but New York Times has in Iowa Sanders 25, Biden 17. So he's blowing them away there. The other news is New Hampshire. Look at New Hampshire. Sanders 22 over Biden 15. CNN, even CNN, NBC and CNN are reporting Sanders 25 over Biden 16. NBC 22, Biden 15, right? ABC, this is the national poll. National polls are going to change. These are rigged. What are they doing? They're going down south and polling older blacks with rotary phones. You don't know what they're doing. So we'll talk about that in a second. Where it goes next after this election. Look, Trump is the favorite. I know Trump. We know who Trump is. No one is discounting the Trump effect. Right? For me, Trump is not an option because of his economic policies that are for the billionaire class. Right? I don't care what comes out of his mouth. I'm no far from a snowflake. I don't give a shit what he says. I'm a New Yorker. I'm used to that. I mean, that wasn't surprising at all. How people found Trump shocking was shocking to me. That's just the way he's been this whole career. There's nothing new about Trump and his foul mouth and his foot in his mouth. That doesn't bother me. What bothers me is his continuation of Reaganomics. That it's a failed system. It may have worked in the 80s under Reagan, and pushed along by Alan Greenspan for all those years. But it's a failed policy. It needs a reset. Every once in a while in economics, in politics, you have to hit the reset button. Right? You have to weed out the corruption. That's just common sense. Right? James Carvel, thank you very much. That fucking devil guy, man. Right? He looks like the devil. What a liar. That guy's a pathetic liar. So Bernie is tired today. Yeah, he is. If Bernie is tired today, Chris Conwell, if Bernie is tired today because of sitting in hearings, then he definitely is too old and tired to be president. I disagree with that. I did totally disagree with that. When you're in training, for example, I mean, an example would be if you're a stand-up comic, right, and you have a big gig on Friday, if you have a big gig at the end of the month, and instead of going to smaller clubs and cracking jokes and getting your rhythm on a nightly basis, getting your stride, if you don't know anything about this, even when making videos, if you don't do this on a daily basis, you lose your stride. Trust me. So if you're that comic and you just sit on your ass and then expect to be funny in a month, it ain't going to work. So I would disagree that it's not necessarily a tired thing. It's a misdirection thing. Because when he's on top of his game, he's on top of his game. He just has to be doing 2 rallies, 3 rallies a day leading up to the big event. That's how I see it. I don't see it as a Bernie's too old, that's why he's tired. Bernie's tired because he's in a position where he's getting a life sucked out of him, right? And he knows it. And he's supposed to campaign one night, Saturday night into Sunday, and that's it. And then run back and get tortured. No, that's not tired. So what else can we talk about? So we saw Bernie. Oh, this is an interesting. Check this shit out, man. So even Trump believes that Bernie Sanders if Bernie Sanders would have been the candidate in 2016, it would have been a game changer. Even if Hillary Clinton would have taken Bernie Sanders as her vice president instead of the shit sandwich Tim Kaine, that would have been a game changer too. So let's listen to Trump in unpublished. This is breaking. Thank you, Nico House. Nico in the house. Nico House doing good work. Found this clip. I'm just gonna take the clip. I'm not gonna use your stuff. I just want to take the clip because I couldn't find it. So check this out.
You disagreed in the debate.
Bernie Sanders thought about it. They rigged it. Bernie would have beat Hillary in them right now.
That would have been tougher.
Yeah,
I agree. Because there was no hatred.
Right, you're right. There was no hatred.
Millennials
were right.
But she's
as great as he was, half my motivation in working was not let her do it.
100%.
right. Yeah.
And that's what I think a big part of our reason.
Vice president would have been tougher.
Yeah.
Right there, Donald Trump. I think if Hillary would have picked Bernie for vice president, it would have been tougher.
Yeah,
She picked a real stiff
Kane was what I couldn't.
But I think Bernie, because all those people that hated her so much who voted for me.
Right? That's a good comment, too. He's being honest, whoever he's talking to. Because all those people that hated her so much voted for me. Or didn't vote at all. They voted green. That's true.
I got 20% of Bernie vote. People don't realize that because of trade, because he's a big trade guy.
I don't know about that. I'm not so sure about that. I think that's just Trump throwing out a number. I got 20% of Bernie's vote. People didn't realize that because of trade. I don't know if he got 20%, but he got a lot of it. He definitely got enough of the people not to vote for Hillary. And whatever they did, whether they sat home and didn't vote or voted green and got cheated, where they said Jill Stein only got 1% of the vote when she probably got 5, 10, or 12%, they cheated her too.
Because of trade, because he's a big trade guy. He basically says we're getting screwed on trade. And he's right. I'm worse than he is.
So now he's saying Bernie's right on trade. I'm worse than he is. Well, I don't know about that.
And we can do something about it. I don't know if he could have.
We can do something about it. I don't know he could have. Well, that's wishful thinking.
Had she picked Bernie Sanders, it would have been tougher. It was the only one I didn't want her to pick. Now, then people say, no, it would have been easier because then her sort of establishment, normal Democrats would have come to me. So she may have lost a lot of votes, too.
You're right, so you don't know.
I don't understand.
I think the Democrats, the only thing they do well is they stick together. So I don't know
What is
they do. They're really.
And Hillary have? Why is he not
He should be
speaking
going
up for
crazy.
himself?
He should be going
Because
crazy.
they took him in
It is funny how he has not gone crazy, right?
Because they took him in the locker room and they had a conversation.
They pay him.
Of course.
They have to.
Of course, they had a conversation.
He has 3 beach houses. Like,
Of
He
course.
should be going nuts.
Is he going to be
100%.
running?
I don't think so.
I think he might.
You think he might again?
Because he does a lot of television. Usually when they do a lot of television, that means they're running.
yeah, Biden seems like he's.
I like it because I'll be
Biden. I hope Biden.
It's interesting, right? Some interesting thoughts. Wow, man. That was, I don't know where the hell he got that video from. Let's see who Nico House is so you know who he is. This is that's
I don't
Nico
know.
House in the White House. This guy does good work. He's a reporter in Florida, and he was involved in the DNC fraud lawsuit with Seth Rich and Sean Lucas and the attorneys Beth Bex, Elizabeth and Jared Beck in Florida. So Nico House was heavily involved with those people. He comes out of that school, so thank you, Nico House. Thank you, Nico House. So what else could we talk about on this about this presidential thing? So this is the itinerary coming up. Right? So it's January 26th, right? We're 8 days away from Iowa, right? 8 days. And February 3rd on a Monday, the Iowa caucus is going to happen, right? On February 7th, we're going to have another debate, and then we go right into New Hampshire, right? Bernie Sanders stands a chance of sweeping both, right? It's going to look like a rock star if he does it, right? He's already, as I said, as we already saw, he's favored in the polls, fake polls, whatever, but he's clearly the favorite. Always has been, always will be, right? And then it swings to another debate after New Hampshire. We go to Nevada, right? Nevada caucus. Bernie does well in caucuses. Wherever you could see the vote, he does well. But Nevada, the last time around, 2016, was rigged, if you remember. They fucking rigged the thing. There was fist fights, chairs. They said that the Bernie people were throwing chairs. They lied. They tried to smear the Bernie people. And South Carolina Democratic primary, that's probably going to be rigged for Biden. So why even bother? Why even try? Right. So I don't know. That's my 2 cents. That's my update, my report on this thing. You know what I'm saying? How many people? 25 people. Hey, man, how you doing? So I'm gonna if anybody wants to chirp in, I'm gonna drop the link right here. I think I got it. No, that's not it. That's not it. Let me see where the link is. Oh, it's this thing right here. I'm going to put this link right here. And like I said, you can call in, you can Google, there it is, right? So if you want to jump into the conversation, you can do that right now. And it's open. If you're a dickhead, I'm going to close it out because I have no control. I have no control over monitoring who calls in, but I will ask you, nicely, to bow out and let somebody else talk. But let's see what happens. We're all honest here. So these are pretty good, Google Hangouts. I like this, man. It's a good way. So whoever wants to, all you got to do is hit the link. And I feel pretty good. I'm not that miserable. I was really miserable yesterday and the day before. But today we're doing pretty good. So we'll let that cook for a while. So Kobe Bryant dead, 92-year-old dance-off. Coronavirus spreading around, maybe 90,000 dead already. Fucking Joe Rogan getting behind Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders running himself into the ground, sitting in that goddamn Senate office, sitting in the Senate, getting the life sucked out of him. Meanwhile, he's got a massive lead. Remember when Obama ran? He was on fire. By the time he got to Ohio, he was on fire. Oh man, he was screaming, yelling, and it was like a reverend came out of him. He was Reverend Obama. Reverend Obama. That's how you have to be. You got to be on fire. Again, if you're hot, people are warm. If you're warm, people are, they're like cold, If you're cold, they're freezing. Right? But if you're on fire, They're hot. That's all you could. That's all you can really hope for. People are hot. They're up on they're getting up and they're, there's a rally. It's a rally. It's like Trump is almost always on fire. Trump plans out his whole shit is around rallies, right? And that's why Trump is so good at it, because he consistently does rallies. He doesn't stop all year round. He's constantly campaigning. Right? So there you have it, and so this is, Bernie. It's just sad to watch him, at this stage in the game. Not because he's old. I totally, fundamentally disagree with that assessment. It's not because he's old. Look at the kid's bored. It's a little sad to watch, a little fidgety. There's no pump. Why? Because he's not in the pump mode. He's not in the pump mode. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Nobody's going to call in? Okay, I'll sit here by myself. Come on, man. Come on. Hit that link. Hit the link right down there. Hit that live link. The linky dink. The link. Trump understands the energy exchange. Yeah, he does. I agree with that, Jerry. Trump is a master campaigner, right? I fear that if he wins again, he's going to go away. He's going to recede into the White House and just, enrich himself. He's doing that already, but he's going to pay less attention. I think he'll just go more balls to the wall in terms of tearing the media, a new ass. It should be interesting. Because he has nothing to lose. If you think he's foul and vulgar now, forget about it. Okay? All right, so we're 40 minutes in, so I guess I'll kill it right here. If nobody wants to call in, nobody wants to talk to me. Nobody wants to take a shot. Nobody wants to talk to me. Bernie's a Bolshevik. What's a Bolshevik, you idiot? Joseph Mama. What's a Bolsheviks? Bolsheviks. You don't even know what it fucking means, you idiot. People are so stupid. He's a socialist. He's a Bolshevik. He's a Russian. So stupid. Stupid. That's right. As Jack White said, never argue with a man with a microphone in front of him. You don't have a microphone. You can type all you want, mofo. But a Bolsheviks. Go look it up, you idiot. You understand because you're an entertainer. Yeah, I do. I do understand the energy exchange. And it's precisely, I can not do this. That's why even sick I'm doing it. Right? I'm low energy right now, but I'm using a different type of energy. I'm using more of a seductive energy, very close mic, loud. Right? I'm working my audience. Right? Bernie Sanders, when you're in that zone, especially, for me, years of playing music, if you don't play, you suck. Like, if I play now, people say, oh, Conte, you suck on the guitar. It's because I don't play every day. When I play every day and I record and I'm out on the street playing, I go onto the subways and I play every day and I sing all day long and I go out into the middle of the park when there's nobody around at 5 o'clock in the morning and there's nobody there and I sing loud and I open up my voice and I do vocal exercises and I use my voice and then I sing and I write and I sing and I write and I write and I sing. But that's not what I'm doing right now. So you could say, oh, you suck. No, I don't suck. It's just that my focus is on this right now. Right? My focus is on video making and such. So hence the Bernie Sanders analogy. What's your handle on Hangouts? I don't know. I don't have a Hangout. I don't have a handle. It's just you hit the link. You just hit the link, and it should take you right to the call. All you need to do is, here's the link again, right? There's the link. All you need to do is hit the link, and it should open up. If you have Google, I guess, whatever, on your computer, It should bring you right into the hangout. It's usually that simple. You know what I'm saying? I think definitely Trump is afraid of going against Bernie. Bernie wins. Bernie wins. Bernie, I said it. I'm still going to say it. Bernie v. Trump. Bernie wins hands down. Not by a little. It's going to be a landslide. Why? Because all of the moderate Democrats will get behind the pick. If Bernie Sanders is the pick, Bernie Sanders will get all of the moderate support. And he'll get all of the progressive side of the party support. Of course he will. All the Elizabeth Warren people, all the Andrew Yang people, all Tulsi Gabbard. He'll get them all. But if you pick a moderate like Joe Biden, the shit sandwich corporatist, all of that progressive wing, it goes the way of 2016, just like Hillary Clinton. Although Joe Biden or Pete Buttigieg isn't quite as repulsive as Hillary Clinton, it doesn't matter. The people that vote for Bernie are voting for policy. They're not voting for charismatic man, Mr. Confidence man. They're voting for the policies. How many times you got to hear that? They're voting for universal single-payer Medicare for all. Medicare for all in this country. Eliminate student debt. Eliminate student debt. Free college tuition at city and state universities. Cut the military budget in half. These are the policies. Get money out of politics. End the corruption. Call it bribery again. Right? That's what we're talking about. Right? That's what we're talking about. Right? So that's who Bernie Sanders rallies. Right? So hey, listen, maybe we'll try this. We'll try this another time. We'll try the hangout. I gave you guys a shot, man. I gave you guys a shot. So anyway, Mark's Conte reporting. I'll kill it here. It's 47 minutes of your life you can't get back. And it's full bore. I want to cover this quite a bit. I want to go live, more often at night when things break. Certainly, the night of the election will be live from here watching the Iowa thing, right? Because it's groundbreaking, right? All the things that we're talking about, all those policies, these very, very cool policies for the people are all off the table if Trump wins again. If Bernie Sanders is not the nominee, no Medicare for all, no student deletion of loans. Sorry, kids. You're going to pay till you die. Pay till you die. Right? No economic reset. Billionaires will get richer and richer. The stock market will keep going straight up until it explodes and collapses. And then all the poor people run to the government for help. Please help us. All the banks. We need $1 trillion so we don't eat each other. All right? Keep printing money, and what's going to happen? The crooked politicians are going to give them the money again, and we're going to be right back in 2008, another recession. All the politicians are going to blame some unforeseen thing. All the bankers will walk out the door scot-free. It's the same shit over and over again. We need an economic reset. So, anyway, that's how I see it. That's how I see it. I see it, my brothers. So I end it here, man. Take you out with some music. Music is music. I'm not gonna go full retard because I just don't have the energy for it.
Bye.